Hello, everybody. Welcome in to episode 50 of the Mustache Ride podcast. I'm one of your co-hosts, Sherman Cool, and this guy right here is the Dirty Tooth. Tooth, how are you, man?
Excellent.
Are you excited?
I'm super excited. We are episode 50 tonight.
Episode 50. We record this show live twice a month, yada yada, Twitch and YouTube, all that stuff that I always say. But if you think about it, Tooth, think about it for a second.
Mm-mm.
Don't hurt yourself, but think about this for a second.
Okay.
We record the show live twice a month.
Mm-hmm.
50 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
In a way, like if we were to record them weekly, we would be at episode 100 by now, which is like crazy.
That is crazy. Imagine if we recorded them twice a week.
Whoa.
And we were episode 200.
I can't even do that math. I don't want to hurt myself thinking that hard.
I'm not even sure if my math's correct, to be honest with you. I've realized that my mental math is terrible. Garbage. Atrocious.
In high school, I was going to take physics. I was going to go with all my friends into the physics class. So it's the step up from chemistry. And my chemistry teacher, awesome teacher, loved her. I signed up for it and she like said, "Hey, can I talk to you after class?" And I'm like, "What's up?" And she's like, "Physics might be tough, just to let you know." She's like, you're like the simple math, quick math in your head isn't your strong suit." And this was the first time anyone ever told me that. And I actually kind of felt bad because I didn't think it was all that bad to myself. But then I was being told by somebody that it actually isn't good. And so, yeah, I'm not good at it either. Long story short,
I mean,
I'm bad at mental math too.
Pog chemistry teacher to keep you from taking physics.
Went right back to Spanish.
Chemistry's good, just like the chemistry that we have on the Mustache Ride podcast.
50 episodes, dude. But yeah, we record the show live twice a month. So many people come through, watch us live as we record the episodes, and you can be one of them. So come on through every other Saturday. We record it live. Tonight we have a lot to talk about. We have a lot of reminiscing to do, a lot of future, forward looking to do.
Forecasting.
And but before we get into any part of that, Tooth and I are making a Mustache Ride video game. We've hired the most expensive, the top tier, top shelf developers in the entire
we're broke
dimension. This whole dimension.
The loan that I took out's insane, so I hope you guys are happy. Yeah.
This actually isn't my house. I sold it to somebody. They let me live here. It's actually a pretty sweet deal.
That is,
but that's how we got the money.
That's how we financed it.
And so we're making a video game, but we have to figure out what kind of game we're making. So far, we've figured out a few different things, a few different aspects of the game, like the genre it's going to be an MMORPG. The setting, we're going to be little people inside of a giant person, a world giant, which is a pretty good. Yeah, that's a good buzzword for the marketing. We'll have to get into the marketing one of these episodes. And then last episode we talked about the graphics of the game. And well, Tooth, why don't you tell the people? Why don't you tell the people?
You won.
Go ahead.
You won.
I'm sorry, what?
You win.
Who?
You. Sherman Cool wins one of them. Oh. We've done 3. Sherman Cool wins one of those 3.
It sounds so good when someone says it.
Winning does feel good. I'm upset that I didn't win, but it's okay. I gotta let you have one every now and then. And this is it. And I have to say it's a good one. Cell shading art style for the video game. It's gonna be pretty epic, I think.
I agree. Our cell shaded MMORPG, little people inside of a giant person, a world giant.
Already sounds cool.
Already sounds cool. I would buy that. But I think I would want a little more information before completing that purchase.
You think so?
And part of that I think includes the camera style. Where's the camera? Where are we looking? What perspective are we looking from? So tonight we're gonna figure that out. And each of us have come up with a camera style that we would like to see our game in, and we're gonna put that out for the people to vote on. So yeah, Tooth, what are you thinking for our game?
So I'm thinking we go with the classic MMORPG isometric top-down view. I'm talking Diablo. I'm talking World of Warcraft.
Okay.
I'm talking all of them are like this. It just makes
Yeah.
sense because it's the best.
Like League of Legends kind of
League
thing.
of Legends, yes.
Okay.
All the
Okay.
good ones.
That's interesting.
Yeah? You like it?
I think it could be okay. You know,
Mm,
I think there's better options out there personally.
okay, what's the better options then? Why don't you just tell
Well,
us?
I just feel like in our game, you know, our podcast, it's so immersive.
Mm,
You know,
true.
the way we talk, it's like the viewers in our heads. You know
Oh,
what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
It's like we're one almost. I feel
Okay.
like our game needs to be super immersive and
Okay.
experimental, pushing the bounds
Are you
of what
thinking
people know.
are you thinking VR? Like what are you thinking?
I'm thinking not VR, which is
Okay.
actually that's a good idea too. That would be
Mm.
fun. But I'm thinking body camera point of view.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
So
We
this is
talked about it on a past episode
we
about
have talked about body cam footage
I
games.
forgot what the game was called now.
Same.
Unrecorded. Unrecord? Something like that.
Sounds good.
And but yeah, that like middle of the chest body camera, you're looking around the
Mm.
arteries inside this person and
Yeah.
looking at you're surrounded by all your friends in body camera point of view.
Okay. This could
And
be
I think
interesting. It would be the first it
yeah,
would be the first body cam footage style MMORPG for sure.
it would be, no
Yeah.
doubt.
We're revolutionary, honestly.
That's right.
Hey, I
So
won't be mad if it wins. I won't be mad.
I won't be mad if isometric top down point of view wins either. I think we have a couple good options here. Or if the people have a write in vote and want a different option and it gets enough votes, then maybe we'll go with that one instead.
True.
But for now, as it stands, the camera style for our game is either going to be isometric top down or body camera point of view.
Make sure you get over
So
to our Twitter. Follow us on Twitter. That's where you're going to vote in the poll. And that's how you're going to make sure that I win or Sherman Cool wins.
that's right. That's right. I mean, you know,
Somebody
it's
wins.
nice to win.
Somebody wins.
Somebody wins, and it could be you. If you have a good idea, you can write it in. We'll have an other category this time, I think.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a good idea. And let people know and then write in a comment and stuff. But follow us on Twitter. Yeah, follow our join our Discord also, because we have some fun updates coming.
We do.
Very soon for Mustache Ride. So yeah, remember we have a Discord open. We put out shorts all the time on YouTube and TikTok and stuff. Check those out. Follow us on those platforms, especially YouTube.
Yeah.
Especially.
Definitely YouTube.
We have a Patreon coming soon. In fact, Tooth, do you want to take it away on this one with what our plans are?
I'll
We've
take
had
it.
a lot of work put into this so
Yeah,
far.
yeah,
We have a
yeah.
lot more to go still.
Yep. I'll take it away. We started a Patreon. Why did we start a Patreon? Because podcasting is expensive. It's expensive for me to fly to California all the time. And I actually don't do it at all right now because
never
it's
have.
it's too expensive. And so, but listen, we want to make really great content. We know that we can, but we need some help doing it. We're starting the Patreon. It's going to have special content on it. We're going to have a specific plan on how to escape a zombie apocalypse. We've talked about it so much that it's definitely on there. And we're going to release it. And our first video is going to be coming out in 1 week from today.
Yeah.
On Patreon. One tier, and you get great content, and we're going to have consistent uploads on it. It's going to be great.
That's right.
You need to be there. And beyond the Patreon, there's another new thing, and I didn't even put on the doc because I forgot about it, but we're now on Spotify.
Oh, yeah.
On Spotify. You can listen to us on Spotify, and I'm going to figure out how to get us on all the other platforms too, just in case you don't listen to Spotify. But we're also on YouTube podcast too. So that's another exciting thing that we've done. So make sure you go follow us on Spotify. Listen to one episode because you have to listen to at least one episode before you can rate us. And we want a 5-star rating. So please listen to one episode and be patient with us while we are uploading all of our episodes on there because we're starting from episode 1, which is awesome. scuffed, but
Uh-huh.
awesome.
Great.
Maybe don't listen to that one, but listen to another one, and we'll get them all up there. So eventually,
That's right.
all the new podcast episodes will be up on Spotify the same day that they're uploaded on YouTube.
Yeah, we're really trying to up the ante as far as our work ethic and getting content out.
Yeah.
And we're trying to scrutinize our content and our ideas a little less in order to get them out, because I think that really holds us back. I'm sure we're not alone there, but yeah. So we have fun ideas, and we'll probably talk a little bit more about that later on in the show anyway.
Yeah.
But that's just a little sneak peek, a little heads up. But yeah, Tooth, it's been 3 weeks.
It has been
3 weeks since our last episode, and I'm just so gosh darn curious how your life's been.
Yeah, so I'll have to tell you, it's been 3 weeks because Chelsea got me tickets to a Harry Potter orchestra symphony in our area. Well, I had to drive like an hour and a half away, but we went to it. What it is they play the entire movie with no music in it. Like, there's no music in the whole movie. So it's really weird if you were watching it without the symphony. But the symphony plays all of the music in it. And it's a local symphony. And so it's
That's
like
so cool.
It's people from that area that are in that symphony that have tried out, and it was amazing. It was so good. So they're filming the movie. It's like going to the movies, but extra. They had butter beer, they had popcorn, they had all the stuff.
Butter beer too. That's so cool.
It was awesome. I gave it a 10 out of 10. They have all the movies like that, and now my goal is to see all the movies just like that. So we had to skip one episode, but in my opinion, totally worth it.
Worth it for you for sure. Yeah, I saw the video you post, or the picture you posted.
Yeah,
and it looked really cool. It looked like the Oscars or the Game Awards. How they have the whole orchestra underneath and the big screen on top of that. Looked really cool and really a good idea too. It takes a lot of people. I imagine a production like that these days is a lot harder to do when everything's in person. You know,
I
even stream. So. I bet they didn't even stream it or anything. And I just imagine the money. Like, you can make money streaming that and putting it out pay per view kind of thing.
Yeah, and it was a one-time thing. Like, it was just that, like, that day, that time. There wasn't another show. Like,
wow.
We walked out the same time the people from the orchestra walked out.
Wow.
Like, they were catching buses, like, with their cellos, and I was like, this is kind of cool. Like, it's exclusive. So
that's cool you caught it. What a good gift from your wife. That's really awesome.
It was a super good gift. But besides that, I've been playing some games, specifically God of War Ragnarok, and that story is juicy. I mean, like, oh my God. Like, I know I predicted the TV show that's going to come out already.
Yeah,
so, like,
you did.
You know, I can't get better than that. But what I can tell you is that this is probably one of the most engaging stories in a video game that I've played because of how deep all of the character development is. Like, it's not one or two characters that you're looking at. Every character has a story that you're learning about and a piece of that puzzle that goes into the game. Mm-hmm. It's one of the top 5 games that I've played on stream. Maybe one of the top 5 games I've played ever.
Wow.
So it's a good game.
How far are you into it, would you say? I don't know. I guess you don't know where the ending is, but
I think I'm probably 50% through.
Because, oh man, you're already saying all this, and it doesn't stop. Like, the hits keep coming.
I can imagine.
The surprises keep coming. The twists and the badass moments keep happening. Oh man, I'm thinking of a couple in particular that I'm so excited. I hope I'm there live to see your reaction, because that's exciting.
It's
such
exciting.
A good game.
I love the game, and so spoiler alert, I'm at the part like Atreus has gone to see Odin.
Okay.
And I went through the Odin part, and now it cut back to Kratos, and now I'm pissed. I'm looking for Atreus. I'm gonna, like, Freya wants to start a war. The God of War wants peace. What? I don't understand. Tyr. And then Kratos is like, I'll do what it takes. Like, you don't understand. I'll behead Odin. Okay, I got it. I know what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
And so it's exciting. I'm at that part right now. Yeah, it's a good game. I've also been playing Minecraft, Alan SMP2. So our friend, it's Alan, started a survival multiplayer world, and a lot of people have been playing in that. So my friend, Shark, we know Shark here, and then Spunky Kate. Tons of people are in that world, and it's a lot of fun. It's cool seeing all the creativity like in a world like that when it's on all the time. Anybody goes in, they build whatever they want. It's super cool. I don't get to play it as much as I want to play it, but I have been playing it. And then last night, after much peer pressure and persuasion,
and not me though, not me this time.
Not you.
Not as much, at least.
Not as much. A little bit.
Okay, yeah,
a little bit, but not as much. But after lots of persuasion, I got Power World. Specifically, I got Steam Power World because you can't play Steam Power World with people that have Xbox Power World because that's stupid. Dumb move. But, I mean, it's early access, whatever. Anyway.
The Xbox version is so bad, too.
That's a bummer. And now you're level 1,000,000 and you can't.
Well, I mean, it's working. It's working.
It's working.
It's
anyway,
good enough.
The Steam version's good, but Power World, I'm giving it an all right.
An all right rating.
An all right rating. I'm not addicted to Power World. I don't think I could be addicted to Power World.
Shameful.
It just.
You think you know a guy, right, Kat?
Listen, it feels like it just takes too long to get the things that I need. And I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to take 6 hours to collect enough blue stones to make enough POW spheres so I can catch 10 of each POW. And then the POW that I want, I can't even catch it because it's too big. And it's going to take me 6 years to be able to get to the level to catch it. I wish
I had a soundboard and I could play the sound of a crying baby because that's all I'm hearing right now.
I just want the dinosaur with the flower on its head, and I'm not high enough level, and they're everywhere, all over the place. And then the pigs come out of nowhere and kill you, and then like you hit a POW, and then 6 other POWs are on you, and you're like, hey, I'm not into this. Okay, I don't need you. You're too high level. That's why I didn't hit you in the first place. Mm-hmm. Although I do have a llama with pink shoes. That's pretty sick. Mm-hmm. Not gonna lie. So some of them are good, and some of them are really stupid. Some of them are really stupid. The chickens are stupid.
The chickpeas are awesome. They're so cute. The name is so perfect. Chickpea.
I don't know. And it's so. Listen, I like survival games when I don't feel the need that I have to do something. I like going around.
Survive?
I like going around and relaxing. So like
that's not a survival game.
I like Minecraft because I don't have to do the things that other people do. Like I don't have to conform to your diamond hunting. I don't have to conform to your killing the end dragon. I can go the whole time without even doing that. I don't care. But in POW World, you literally can't do anything. You can't even make clothes without killing or catching enough POWs. Like, and then if you don't have clothes, you freeze to death.
Yeah.
It's
like, you know, in real life, we get wool from sheep, and they have to shear the wool off of the sheep, and then they make clothes out of it. Mm-hmm. And then you get clothes from the people that make it. But in the game, you're the people that make it and the one that wears it.
Yes.
So it adds an extra layer of
but you
complication
have to beat them to
death.
So
tough.
You have to beat them to death with a club.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because you don't have
other pals, which is perfectly legal. Because you don't have everyone's mind.
You don't have enough resources to catch them yet. You just have to beat them to death with a club.
And that's fine. That works.
Or your fists.
Fine. or your fists.
I did make my guy kind of crazy looking. I will say the custom ability
got,
on it is
you got
just
some
insane.
big old arms.
My dude skipped leg day, but he is swole.
Okay, let me talk about Pal World for a minute.
About Pal World. Talk about Pal World.
Because I love
Pal
it.
World. You love it. You're addicted. You're level 500.
I'm level 27. It's not even crazy. But
it's crazy.
I'm addicted to it. I love it. I think it's not as grindy as a lot of other games. Maybe a little, maybe it's just as grindy as other games. But then you're not the only one grinding. Like, I haven't played multiplayer with other people yet, but my pals kind of make up for it.
My pals are lazy.
Like, it's like I'm running this pal daycare. And while they're there,
is that what you're calling?
You know, you might as well get some work done, little guys.
Does that help you sleep at night? To call it a daycare?
Yeah. Well, they got to stay busy, and they have smiles on their faces the whole time. And if they get sick or injured, or they're hungry, or they're stuck somewhere, I'm the one that takes care of. No, I fix it. I help them. And then when I'm out in the world and I see syndicate raiders killing some little lamb ball or some chickpea, I run over there. I kill the humans, kill the syndicate raiders. I catch the pals. I say, I'll save you guys. I'll save you. And I bring them back to my base. I rehabilitate them. And then I put them out in the field and they start mining rocks and chopping down trees for me. Yeah. It's like a transaction if you think about it.
Yeah, it's like I saved your life.
I saved them.
The least you can do is you owe me all the work. Do you catch the people too?
Yes.
Do you throw pals?
Yeah. I've caught a few people. I was thinking about making a base dedicated to my human slaves. I mean, people that I catch, friends, pals, my human pals. Yeah.
Okay.
Just because that would be kind of funny to go there, check on all the people, and the thing is, you catch up people, and it says it's not very ethical to catch people. It says it in the sidebar.
Yeah.
But
why
you can you put him in your party and you throw him out. And he's just happy-go-lucky, holding his assault rifle, following you around. It's no problem. They seem fine with it. So anyway, all that's just to say, more jokes aside, I think the pacing of the game is really good. If you're playing it and chasing after the things that the game kind of wants you to chase after, leveling up your base, and then all the technologies that you get from leveling up your base and leveling up your person, and then the things that you need to get those technology points and to actually make the things that you unlock with the technology points. There's a gameplay loop that I think is really satisfying, and really the pacing of it is really well done. I think there's always something to do. You don't have to do anything. Like, you have to have the basics. Like, you have to feed your pals. You have to feed yourself. You have to make sure you're dressed appropriately. Otherwise, like, all that, once it's done, you can kind of set it and forget it. Like, you can get a feed bag and just put it like 500 berries in your feed bag, and then you never have to feed yourself or your pals in your party. They just eat automatically off of the whatever you have in there. And so as you progress, certain things are unlocked that makes other things that you slaved over, that you really tried to that you spent a lot of time. Like, you have to run around and find trees to chop down, but then you unlock a little plot of land on your base where there's trees always, and your pals can do it for you. So that's something that saves you time. So it's like, it's satisfying to make proper use of all your pals. It's satisfying to figure out the puzzle, put together the puzzle of having the right combination of pals to make use of all of the different things on your base, to get as many resources as you can. And that's all just a big puzzle. It feels like a puzzle with all your little babies. Putting all your little babies to work to solve the puzzle.
I just want unlimited pal spheres, and I just want to walk around catching the highest leveled pals. That's what I want.
You can get there. You can do that.
That's all I want to do. I want a cheat code to have that. I don't want to get killed by something else.
How badly do you want it?
Not at all.
Well, that's the difference between me and you. That's the difference. I caught this. It looks like a Dragonite, but it's like white and all fluffy and angelic looking, and it's really cute. And I caught it. I was really proud when I caught it, because it's like 4 levels above me, 5 levels above me or something. And I worked hard. I almost died. I threw out all my pals to go, weaken it. And then I threw all my spheres, and it was like a 5% chance to catch it. and then it bumped up to a 50% chance, and then I caught it, and I was like, yes. And my wife's sitting next to me playing the game. We're both addicted, and she was like, yes. And it's so much fun, man. I don't know.
the catching is a lot more satisfying, I will say. Like the nice percentages are, but I don't know. What'd you name your thing?
Oh, my base or my world?
No, your guy that you caught tonight. What'd you name it?
Oh, I don't know. I can't rename it. I'm on Xbox.
Oh, bummer.
I can't rename it. My world is named Coolopolis.
Coolopolis? Nice.
Coolopolis.
I named mine Molar Island.
Molar Island? That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
My
player name is player 868.
868?
Yeah, I came up with that myself.
Yeah, nice. I like that. That's a good player name. I think the game is fine. It's exactly what I thought. It's not a game that's really for me, I don't think. I think it could be really fun with friends. I am not solo grinding this game. No way. I want a bunch of friends that already know how to play it, that are level 50 in another world, and they're going to be like, this is what you do. And I'll be like, okay, you go get all this stuff, and I'll have the pal spheres. I'll go catch us some pals. That's what I'll do.
That's me with Minecraft. But then when I don't know how to do everything and I rely on everyone else, I just don't have as much fun in Minecraft. That's true. So I feel about Minecraft the way you feel about this.
Yeah.
Because the systems in Minecraft are so deep and they so complicated in some ways, and I want to learn it all.
Yeah, I feel like that's how
there's no Pokemon in that game.
I feel like that's how it is for this game. I will say that there's no chance of them being sued by anybody because they ripped off so many people that it's a whole new IP. There's just no way. It's an Elden Ring map. It has Breath of the Wild animations. It has Breath of the Wild flying. It has Pokemon. It has like the forest. It has Valheim. It has Fortnite. I mean, like, there's just no who would sue them? Who could make a big enough case to make it happen? It's just impossible.
Yeah, I actually agree. I feel like you have a sarcastic tone, but
no,
I agree.
I'm serious. Like, there's just no. They've just combined too much stuff to clarify what the problem is.
I guess you could call it a brown game.
A brown game?
Yeah, a brown game. Like when you mix all the colors together and you get brown. It's kind of like a brown game.
It's just all the games.
Yeah, like when you mix all the Neapolitan together, it's all just like brown. Doesn't really help.
I don't do that.
You don't mix. That's a whole other thing.
I don't need
chocolate
a whole other cream.
Oh, that's right. You're not a big chocolate guy.
No.
That's okay. That's okay.
That's okay.
But we'll have to agree to disagree on that as well as the Pal World debate.
I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm just saying it's not the game for me.
Well, there you go.
Is that
so
fair?
Be it. Yeah.
What else have you played? Anything that is a game for me?
Yeah, actually, because you played Alan Wake, right? The first one?
I haven't.
No, you haven't yet. Oh.
I watched somebody play Alan Wake.
Well, we'll have to get that on your list of games to play. But I've been playing through Alan Wake 2 because I did play Alan Wake. And holy heck, Alan Wake 2 is really good so far. I'm really impressed.
It looks cool.
It looks good. It's confusing and cerebral. It'll get you thinking, that's for sure. And no spoilers or anything, but one of the main mechanics in the game is being able to enter your mind place, which is it's like a take on the mind palace idea where you kind of organize things away in different rooms in your mind palace. Helps you remember things. And so
sort of like the like Evil Within has that kind of where you go into the mirror and you're upgrading your abilities and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a good parallel to it, I think, because then you go into that same space, that same room, and you can unlock stuff and work on, upgrade things.
Yeah.
It's similar to that, where you go into this mind place and you work on the case that you're working on. You go to your storyboard and put threads together to unlock new ideas for your case, new understandings. So that's really cool. It's a little spooky, a little scary, but also it's pretty funny in some ways. The typical Remedy like full motion video kind of moments in the game, whether it's like a legit cutscene or just something on the TV as you're walking by. I sit and watch every single one. They're so funny and they're so good. And I think to end this, what I want to say is I really want an Alex Casey game, which Sam Lake is the writer of Alan Wake. Sam Lake is the character model for the character in Alan Wake named Alex Casey. Alex Casey is a fictional like detective that Alan created, and I just think he's a good character, and I want to see more of him. I want him to have his own game.
Okay, like a spin-off, like a cool spin-off game.
Yeah, Alex Casey game. I think that would be cool.
That could be. I feel like they could do that. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's one of those games that could have a lot of backstory between a bunch of characters, and they could make even DLCs. Like Resident Evil did that, right? Like with the
like the mercenaries mode and stuff.
Yeah,
extra story stuff.
I think they did an extra story one, right, where you were playing as someone else in the village.
Yeah, as like Ada Wong or something like that.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of avenues for something like that.
Alan Wake 2 DLC, Alex Casey Chronicles.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. I'm into that. Cool. I've also been actually Wednesday, this past Wednesday, I became the world's #1 Fusion Frenzy streamer for a night.
Nice.
Fusion Frenzy.
Fusion Frenzy.
Classic OG Xbox game, kind of a Mario Party style game. And it's like a cult classic.
Yeah,
and
I love it.
Nobody was playing it. Nobody was streaming it on Twitch. And so when I fired it up, number one Fusion Frenzy streamer in the world.
Put it in the bio. Boy. Put it in the bio.
I could do it again anytime, I think, because nobody plays it. And honestly, it's good. I think people have rose-colored glasses when they look back on Fusion Frenzy, because I think that game is fun, but man, it's old. Old game is old.
Yeah, but you have to compare it to the old games that are old. Like old games that are old, like if you compare it to like back then, that game slaps, dude. And just because we have the new Mario Party and all these cool games, like it's still good.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like
it was fun.
Yeah, I feel like it could have a comeback. Maybe not Fusion Frenzy, but maybe something like Fusion Frenzy 2, 3.
It's definitely got its own style. Like it's very itself. And so I feel like there's potential there for sure. Maybe add another element of story, like or some sort of more lore for the characters or something. Yeah. Get people invested. But Fusion Frenzy, if it came back with that name and everything, just a total reboot, 100% it would take off. Especially with like today with the content economy that we have here, I feel like those party style games are just always a good idea. And something with any sort of name or recognition to it, come on.
Maybe Fortnite will pick it up as a mini game.
Yeah. I mean, it's an Xbox owned thing. Yeah. So I feel like Microsoft has to do something, but they're busy doing other things right now, like laying off 2,000 people and whatnot. But that's a whole other story for a whole other podcast.
Which is a big bummer. I mean, that's kind of
my condolences.
Yeah, my condolences
to those people.
Yeah, dude, that's totally effed. But
it's crazy. But yeah, that's a bummer. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've been up to. All the rest of my time is taken up with Power World and then working on Mustache Ride Patreon stuff, working on
I literally see your Discord thing when you come online, and it's like Power World and you getting on Discord happens at the same time, and it's just plop Power World. And then you get off, and then you get back on the next day, bloop. Power World.
I made Power World one of my startup programs for my computer. So when I turn it on, it's just I'm already at my base.
It's already at your base. That's smart. The grind is important.
No, but the truth is, that's not true, and I didn't do that. But now that I've thought of it,
It's true.
now that I've thought of it as a joke, I feel like that's like I could do that easy. Dude, episode 50, man.
Pretty wild.
That's like episode 10 5 times.
Yeah, or episode 5. I don't know how many. Like we talked about this, my mental math. You know what I mean?
10 times.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You didn't take physics.
Screw you, Mrs. Roush. I know what I'm talking about.
Dude, I had a math teacher that was named Mrs. Roush.
Whoa.
That's
not a chemistry teacher, though, huh?
Not a chemistry teacher, no. Math teacher, though. Close.
Huh. Interesting.
That is interesting.
Were they good or no?
I can't remember. Teacher? Probably not. If I can't remember them.
Definitely not.
No. No, I remember
50
all the
episodes, man. Holy hell.
I remember all 50 of them too, just like all my good teachers.
Yeah, so well. And I definitely don't try to forget about some of the episodes because I just,
man, like you're so hard on yourself. The episodes are good. Even the first one, we just started a podcast. It was brand new. We'd never even done it before.
Dude, I don't even want to think of. I was so nervous, man. I was so nervous. First episode of the show, we had 0 viewers. Nobody knew about it, and I had a pit in my stomach and short breath, and I could barely get 3 words out without having to like hyperventilate.
It's been awesome the entire time. I wouldn't trade it for anything unless we could trade it for a really awesome
large sum
of money. Style podcast that we were also on. I would trade it for that maybe, but other than that, I wouldn't trade it.
No, it's been great. 50 episodes, a lot of really great moments, and a lot of like it's like a bit of a roller coaster, but the roller coaster is kind of always going up as far as like ambition goes and stuff. We've taken a lot of steps, like not a lot, but I mean,
we've taken a couple big steps. 1 episode a month to 2 episodes. To having a Patreon now, to our content being multi-stream, to posting them Twitch, on YouTube.
To YouTube and then Twitch and YouTube. Yeah, that's true.
Patreon, to Spotify, to having graphics. We changed our OBS layout right now.
That's right. That is new. And to get somebody, to pay somebody to make shorts for us and to help us out with that kind of content. And we still have a lot of things to do, a lot of like a long laundry list of things that we need to add into that routine.
Yes.
And so slowly but surely we're building, and it's really exciting. So we're really happy to have anybody here that watches us. Thank you guys for being here live, watching us after the fact. Thank you. I feel like it's a whole bunch. We're being really grateful last episode, this episode, because like last episode, it's the first episode of the new year, right? And so it felt like
check back in July. When we're
we
hate this. This is the worst. Why did we even do this?
We'll see how adding a lot of stuff into our routine goes. But for now, let's think back on some of the precious moments that we've had. In fact, Tooth, I made us a special little something.
Should we pull it up?
Yeah, and for your guys' information at home, I made sure, Tooth, I said, download this, get ready to pull it up, but don't watch it. So I asked him not to watch it, which means he definitely watched it. So the reactions you see, totally fake. Don't believe
fabricated.
him.
We script the whole thing anyway, but
yeah.
All right, here it is. This is the video that I haven't watched and we're reacting to it live. This is
SMC's favorite Mustache Ride clips. There's 3 of them.
3? Okay, let's go for it.
This is what a real mustache looks like.
Oh, I remember this episode.
No, it's just a little intro thing. You squeeze the pause and it says Pika Pika.
They are kind of squeezy, but they don't do anything.
Oh,
you can see a little ear twitch on the back one.
Oh, it does do something.
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
No. I didn't know that. That's so good. Thank you.
Oh, that's amazing.
I feel so much better about this thing.
That's fantastic. That's a great purchase.
What a good little thing.
Dude, what a good moment that was. Like
That was
having
a good
guest on
moment.
the episode, and they bring up something that I've had that for over a year and had no idea.
That was I
Oh.
love Sklarf was a great guest too. It was nice
Yes.
to have some time to just talk with him, just the three of us. But yeah, I know you're a big fan of Pikachu,
Yeah,
and I remember
love a
this
good
moment
Pikachu.
specifically because I edited this together for the beginning of that episode.
Yeah.
And so as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, because we all popped off because it was like it was
was
funny,
nuts,
and then
yeah.
you were like so genuinely shocked and excited that was a thing. So
I was
that's
hyped
yeah.
up. Yeah, that
was a
was
good
good.
moment.
That was a good moment. All right.
Clark's
more.
got the eagle eyes. I didn't see anything.
Yeah,
move.
whoa. That changes the game.
Oh, Pikachu. AI sponge on YouTube. It's basically SpongeBob made in Blender. Looks like Battle for Bikini Bottom, and it's like Patrick and SpongeBob and Sandy, and they're all just kind of standing around talking and with AI generated.
I like that this happened because it couldn't have been any more perfect that an AI generated chat was directing this, and we had it up at the perfect moment.
The perfect
The
moment.
perfect
It's like
moment.
Yeah, because I literally say next in the clip that we did not plan this, and like it was just too perfect.
I love it that I love it also that we're like on a minor delay when I'm showing something. So when I'm busting out at something, then you immediately afterwards
Yeah.
are going for it too.
You know I'm going to
Oh,
right
they
after.
pull
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Oh, okay.
So I tried to make a clip. I clipped something and I tried to link it, and any link of a clip just takes you to the live stream. So
Yeah.
none of this has been planned. We did not know what we were gonna see clicking on the stream.
Just
Just one little D's nut.
it still hits today. That's so good. I love I we need to post that skit, that Pikachu skit, because it was really funny.
We
just
need to
post
finish it.
Yeah, we need
I couldn't think of what to do next.
to,
So
we got to think of something. This here is a special one though. This is
it's a special
clip.
moment.
Yeah.
How are you? Say hi. Hi, Chelsea. Hello.
Yeah.
Great
Dude,
moment.
great moment, dude. That
Yeah.
was wild. Cuz
Our first time ever meeting.
yeah, it was nuts too, because it was like a last minute plan thing that I wanted to do, and we just did it, and we
just did it.
We met and we had a live episode. That was epic. That was an epic adventure. We need to have
It was a lot
more
of fun.
those.
It was nice meeting you guys in person too. It was like
Yeah.
a long time coming kind of thing, but we live so far away
Yeah.
that it's like you can't expect it to happen often. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
unless we're able to make it happen often. So
Unless we're able to make it happen. It was
yeah.
man, what a good. Those are just 3 good moments. There's so many. Like there's so
Yeah.
many moments that are just so funny. Like I was thinking back to some of our rocket and knock hits. Like I was looking back at the one where we like put a mustache on Gollum and he looked like Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, that was funny. We made a lot of Rocket or Knockets.
Oh, we
Which,
did.
if you guys don't remember, if you weren't here when we did that segment, it was where we put mustaches on video game and pop culture characters, and we kind of judged them and see if they rock it or if we knock it.
And we got
And
too good
so-
at it and we had to stop because they were all just not they were all rocking it at that point.
Yeah.
They were just all too good.
There were some really good ones. The Nathan Drake one,
Oh, dude.
holy hell!
Let me see. I can find it. I can
Yeah?
find those. Yeah.
Yeah,
They-
there were
they were-
a few good ones though.
They were so
Nathan
good.
Drake, it was so natural. It was such a natural. Or the Pikmin one.
Oh,
The Pikmin
yeah.
one with whose
Pikmin-
mustache was it?
It was
the
with
Lorax?
the Lorax mustache.
And it looks so perfect though.
It looked great. So this is, here we have Nathan Drake, old school rocket or knock it.
He's kind of got that like that stank face going.
Yeah, he's like,
Like,
ooh, but so good. And we had so many good ones too, like Rafiki
Yeah, we did.
from the Lion
Oh
King,
my gosh.
Ratchet and Clank. We even put one on Shroud, which was pretty good. She-Hulk,
Shaggy.
Yellow Pikmin though.
Kai Cenat and XQC.
That
was
one,
another good
that one
one.
crushed it. That one was so good. Honestly,
That one's so good.
this one's crazy good, and that's Steve Harvey's mustache.
And it's perfect.
It's perfect. I cut it off Steve Harvey and put it right on Kai Cenat. Anyway, yeah, like the moments have been so good, and I think it's just like it's awesome that we're still doing it. We're at episode 50. We've like moved out of things that we have done. We've tried things that we probably wouldn't have tried by ourselves. Like we're doing a lot of good stuff, and I'm excited for the future.
Me too. Yeah, and the future is not too far away because we're hoping to really take this year by the horns, you know, and
Yeah.
really try to make shit happen this month, this year. This month though specifically because we're trying this month being February, this coming month. But we're really trying to kick things up and really create new routines so we can get content out for you guys more consistently, you know,
Yeah, we know
between
we can.
Patreon and YouTube.
We know we can. We just got to
Yeah.
do it,
We just got to do it.
and it's gonna be awesome.
Next Saturday, a week from today, we plan on opening up the Patreon and putting out our first piece of content on the Patreon. Super excited. No, we're not going to reveal yet what that content is because I don't think we know yet,
We know.
but we have some ideas because we really want to get into some behind the scenes, you know, behind the curtain stuff on the
Yeah.
Patreon, stuff that we aren't really wanting to talk about here, but like we don't mind people knowing about, especially people that pay, that give us
Yeah.
money.
They give us money.
that-
Yeah.
We owe them.
Yeah, we owe you everything. I mean, like, it's, and not just people that give us money. Like, we appreciate everybody that comments on any of our videos, except the person that told us not to have a podcast. I'm gonna say bad words on the Patreon about you, and then
Yeah, or just get more specific.
yeah,
like,
or just tell us what the problem is. I don't
Yeah.
understand. Well, like you complain
Please.
so much. I don't understand what your problem is. But we appreciate
do?
everybody, and that's why we're doing this, because we know that we can up the level of content that we have by doing it, and we're excited. So next Saturday, the content's gonna be awesome. The content's gonna be consistent. It's going to be the same mustaches that you see here, unless our first Patreon video is us shaving our mustaches, and that'll be kind of crazy.
that would be crazy.
That would go so crazy. It
We
probably
can
won't.
change the name of the podcast to Bare Upper Lip Ride. Bald Lip Ride. Bald Lip Ride.
Oh, it's a slippery slope right now. I don't know about that, but it's possible we
saying,
could.
It's got
We
a ring
could.
to it.
And I think like other things that we talked about earlier, you know, getting up on Spotify, that's a big thing that we've talked about a lot, and we just never did it. And then the other night I just uploaded one. And then I was like, hey, that was easy. So I uploaded 7. And now I'm going to
balls
upload the rest.
rolling.
Then I'm going to upload the rest of them. And so I think the future is cool. We're excited to start working with more people, being able to pay more people to do things, make
Help
new
us.
graphics, make more videos, just do all the things that we just can't do being our busy selves.
Yeah, and just do our best to make it worth it for you guys to
Yes.
support us. More worth it than the stuff that we put out for free. We want to make it our mission to kind of make that Patreon worth your while if you like this content right here. But I think a big thing also with having a Patreon is allowing people to support us that want to.
Yeah.
Because I think having an avenue for people that want to support us is important. But we don't want to like just shove it in your face all the time, you know? So we'll mention it here and there, but for the people that want it, it'll be there. And it's the best way to support us too, because Patreon takes such a small cut from that money that you give them, as opposed to Twitch or even YouTube. I'm pretty sure the cut that you get from Patreon is larger than even YouTube. And so it's just a nice, best way to support us if you're interested. So that's why we're moving, not moving there, but we're moving to put some content there. So it's exciting. I'm really excited, and
Yeah,
it
I'm
feels
excited
it
too.
feels it feels simultaneous, higher stakes and lower stakes.
Yeah.
You know?
It feels I think what will happen is that I think often as creators, and we're about to get existential, okay? So
Okay.
I think often as creators we're really hard on ourselves. So we don't take the time to put something out because we don't think it's good, but then we don't get better because we're not putting anything out. And so I think a lot of times we just hold ourselves back, and I think we're starting to break loose. Putting stuff up on Spotify, starting the Patreon, changing the way our OBS looks. I mean, those sound like little things, but like it leads to much bigger things. It leads to
Yeah.
us like putting ourselves out there, making amazing stuff, being able to hang out with you guys. And by you guys, I mean people in chat, people in the comments. Like we get to build more of a community this way. And that's exciting. And I'm excited
Yeah.
and I love it. And I want to do this more. I want to quit my job and do this all the time and hang out with people like Sleepy Steve.
Hell yeah. I'm excited. The future is bright, and we just got to keep nose to the grindstone kind of thing.
Yes.
But yeah. Final words here, final bits.
Final bits is that Power World's okay. And we know that for sure. And we know that Sherman Cool's addicted. Call 1-800-POW-WORLD for help. And they'll help
Do you floss enough?
Do I floss enough? So I went to the dentist, when you went to the dentist because you shamed me into going to the dentist. And I have I have another appointment coming up here soon.
This is a whole thing.
February.
This is totally random.
This is random.
I was like, I'm not ready for this to be over yet. So let me pull something out. Okay.
When I was at the dentist, she asked me. She was like, "Do you floss? Like, are you a good flosser?" And I was like, "You don't ask that to somebody that is. Like, that I don't floss." And she was like, "Well, it's important, like the dentist bullshit that they do, like all the time, like fluoride and brushing your teeth and getting your wisdom teeth out and all the stuff."
Yeah.
And so I've been making it a habit to floss, to like put it in front of me, and I've been flossing at least once a week.
That's good. That's better than not.
That's way better than once every like 1 year.
Blue moon. Yeah.
Once a year.
Yeah. I get really, really good at flossing very consistently for about the week after I visit the dentist, and then it's like a steep drop off after that, and I cease flossing as much, and I shouldn't. I should follow your lead.
What
and
about
floss more?
A water pick though? Have you seen a water pick?
My wife has one.
I've been thinking about a water pick instead. I don't like flossing. Like I don't like the way that it feels. But a water pick, I could get behind that. I think
Zubat likes hers a lot. I don't think she uses it all the time.
Yeah.
Like it's probably a little bit easier to use that than floss. Like at least use it consistently, because it's like a cool piece of tech.
Yeah.
And it's this whole like new thing. It's like
it's techie.
It's like a bidet for your mouth, for your teeth.
Yeah. So you could use your bidet that you have, and then you could use your mouth bidet.
Yeah, just put the special like fine tipped nozzle on the bidet, and press the button with your face in the toilet, and you can get that going, and you don't even have to buy a water pick.
Ooh, yeah, that's 2 for 1.
2 birds, 1 stone. Just remember to take the fine tipped attachment off before you use the bidet for, its original purpose, because that
would be.
It sounds like it would hurt.
That would get you a deep clean.
Or buy a water pick, use it for your teeth, and then turn around
and use it as a bidet.
use it as a bidet. So then you don't have to buy a bidet.
That's smart. Yeah.
Bidets are expensive, man.
I don't have one.
You don't?
No. I kind of wish that I had one,
There are cheap versions out there, but
I've never used a bidet, so I don't know if I want to have one or not. But I feel like I do.
We need a clip of you using the bidet for the first time. But I'm not saying like, you know, full body. I'm just saying like you and, you know, at the toilet and you're like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to press the button. And then we need to see what happens there. If you freak out and get up off the toilet and then you get sprayed by it.
Have you seen the videos of the people like where it's like using the bidet for the first time and then like it flashes like through and it's like these insane like crazy memories of whatever and like
of what?
It was on I gotta pull one up now because now
it's
I'm
like the bidet triggers your PTSD flashback.
No, it's good. No, it's good. It's a good thing. Hold on.
Oh, it's a pleasurable flashback. Oh. Oh gosh.
I'm pulling one up because I think they were hilarious. They were on TikTok. Hopefully I can find one.
I hope so.
Oh my god, they're so loud.
I should floss more. That's the fact.
I can't find one, but I'm gonna find one and send it out, and we'll link it in this. We'll link it in our episode because they're hilarious. But yeah, you should floss more.
We can either tweet it or put it in the Discord too.
You should floss more and use your bidet more, probably.
I have a big bag of those flosser stick things that I bought after the dentist. I went to Target and I bought a bag of them because I told my dentist I would, and I'm a man of my word, and I went and bought them. And so I like those because you feel like you get good maneuverability instead of like wrapping it around your fingers and then sticking your whole hand into your mouth.
So I have fillings in some of my teeth because I got to eat and drink whatever I wanted when I was a kid. It was chaos. Yeah. And so I'm nervous because I've had fillings fall out before. And I'm nervous that the flossing sticks like will get stuck and I pull it out.
Pop it out.
But with the floss, you can just like pull it out. You put it down and
that's true.
Just pull it out. And so I like that. But honestly, I hate flossing more than anything. I hate flossing more than I hate going to the dentist. I really hate that.
Get a water pick and let me know how it feels to use as a bidet.
I will.
I'm curious.
I'll let you know. Detailed cleanings.
Detailed cleaning. Thanks everybody for being here. That's about it for Mustache Ride episode 50 in the books. Record it down on the ledger. Sign in, sign out, put the times. Because this is it for episode 50. We hope you had a good time. Remember, you guys can contact us at mustacheridepod@gmail.com if you'd like to participate in the show by sending in some questions or topics that you'd like us to talk about. You can also reach us at our personal Twitch and YouTube channels, on Twitter, Mustache Ride Twitter, our Discord you can join. You can even look us up on Spotify, Mustache Ride Pod on Spotify, and you can start listening to early episodes now and more recent episodes very, very soon, within the next few days probably. And then remember, next Saturday, Patreon goes live with the first piece of Patreon content on it. And so you'll pay the money and you'll get the content right away.
Open up your wallets, people.
And open up the door to your heart for Mustache Ride.
Yeah, and our success and your pleasure.
Especially.
Maybe a special water pick video.
Maybe. You'll just have to join the Patreon to find out. But until then, and until we see you next time, we really hope you guys have a great day and drink enough water so you don't get a headache.
And floss. Make sure you floss.
Yeah, for floss too. Don't over floss though, because that's a problem sometimes.
That'll hurt your teeth. Bye, everybody.
Saw your tooth right off.
Saw it right off. That's what you did.
Saw it right off.
You saw your teeth off.
You saw your teeth off?
I don't typically, but you could. But we won't tonight.
I saw my teeth on my gums.
I see your teeth leaving this episode because it's over. Bye. Bye, everybody.